Because I would imagine
The
that
way
at
she
the
was
same
treated.
time that she was being portrayed as a wealthy negress, she was also being made fun of.
And being
as
pushed
she
off.
is in every
And being
scene that she's
upgraded
in.
finally,
She's always
yeah.
doing something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, outrageous, you know, yelling and screaming and egging on people to
Yeah.
do bad things. So I would imagine that she did the same with
Yes,
her
yes,
carriage and
yes.
four.
And then the reaction to her from whoever was seeing the carriage and four. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one person, she didn't mind pouring it on.
No.
The only black person in the cast who seems fully into the moment, you know?
Were there other observations?
I noticed that, look, in the beginning of the film, Griffith makes us believe that Lincoln started the war, because there's no reference to the first shot in Fort Sumter, right? No reference to that. Just as it starts
That's right.
with Lincoln sending the troops down. Like,
That's right. And since
Comment
the
on that?
slaves
I
have
noticed
looked
that too.
perfectly benevolent and pastoral, there's really no reason for the war. You know,
Yeah.
except.
Yeah, that was a little sleight of hand.
Yeah,
before
but
that.
you're right. You're right.
I don't want to knock off
Yeah, the South is, yeah, is,
But was that the only discrepancy though? Because
Oh, there may
I'm
be.
looking at this and, you know, I didn't go up here, so I didn't have
It's
the benefit
fiction.
of-
That's
It's
what's so
fiction, but it's
fascinating about
based,
film.
I mean, the historical.
And that's the thing about biopics.
it's propagandistic
and that is
fiction.
so
Yeah.
annoying and irritating to me
Oh.
about how Americans always prefer feature film to documentary. We want to get our history served to us in a fictional bubble, which means that it's not going to be fact. I mean, if you want to have fact, let's do some documentary, but then we don't want to watch documentaries. It takes too long. I mean, what's the Ken Burns Civil War thing? And even that, you know, you could argue with, but what is it, 20 hours or something? We don't have time for that. You can't do it in 2 hours? I mean, it's the problem.
Lincoln was shot.
Yeah, that was the only thing that's historically true.
But if it's 2 or 3 hours, it's going to be fiction. Ultimately, it's fiction.
Well, you have to dramatize the story.
Yeah, there are
because
some, there is.
We got to dramatize the story,
Right.
which
That's
means
right.
fiction.
you have to change it. But the one point I wanted to make